What's up with y'all boys, man? Exclusivebuildz here, where we do everything exclusive. And today, bro, it's actually by the title, man. We back with another build video, bro. And then today, bro, man, we got another 6-8 demi, bro. We got another 6-8 demi. Now, Joe Knows just dropped a whole nother template where you can have hella low drop and dunk and low block. You know what I'm saying? And you'll be able to even cook up and cheese your build. You know what I'm saying? So I got a different version. You know what I'm saying? I got my own version. You know what I'm saying, that fits my play style. And if y'all seen the video I posted, like I think it was like 2 weeks ago. I think it was for my 2-guard. I made a 6-8 build for my 2-guard. I had a 93 drive and dunk, a 96 midi, a 93 with a 92, I think 95 perimeter. You know what I'm saying? I got something very similar to that. You know what I'm saying? His was just an actual pure shooting guard. Mine's is a combo guard. I can play 2, 3, or the 1 with this build. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, there's just that on that. I will say this is a 5s build mostly. 3v3, 1v1 core and all that. I'm not really too sure on that. But 1v1 core you can get away, but 2s, 3s, all that, I don't know. I don't know about that one. But man, it's 5v5 build. Very decent. But yeah, man, let's go ahead and get straight into it. You feel me? But before we do that, get this video 10 to 20 likes on the video. That'd be very appreciated. And if you knew you're going to stay here, hit that sub button. Help me will get to 5,000 subs, and all that would be very appreciated. But yeah, let's get into it. So we're going shooting guard 6'8", 185 on weight with a 6'8 wingspan, and we're gonna start out with our physicals first. All right, bro. So far as speed, we're going to go with an 86 on the speed, and we're going to do the same thing with agility, just so we can have perfect movement. You know what I'm saying? I feel like 86 speed and agility is very solid in this game. Now, what would have been better if I was able to max out both of these so we can have full potential to move around as fast as possible. But hey, 86 ain't never did me wrong throughout the last couple years. You know what I'm saying? So very solid movement wise. Strength, I'm adding strength on my build, which Joe didn't have strength on his build. I need that in movement force on bronze, so I can plus to it to get that in movement force on gold to play a little bit more defense. We also eventually will have the ability to get strong handles on gold and buy this brick wall and shit like that on bronze, so we can set brush screens, slip to the rim, even just bumping opponents, you know what I'm saying, drain they goddamn energy and shit like that, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, just having the strength, very solid. Vertical, we're gonna go with 80 on the vertical for pro off ones, off 2 contact dunks, go posterizer, and it's gonna help us with blocks and shit like that. But yeah, man, that's pretty much the physicals. Now let's go to move on to the finishing. All right, y'all boys, so far as finishing for this build, I believe my layup is going to be tied to something, but the layup went to like a 70 something. But if it go higher than that, then it's tied to something else. But I'm not really tripping off doing any layups, bro. We here to dunk the ball at all times, right? So at base model, man, we're gonna go with a 74 drive and dunk, and with adding 5 cap breakers here, it's gonna take us all the way from a 74 to a 93 dunk gold posterizer. And we're gonna use a +2 on that to have legend posterizer. You know what I'm saying? Or we might fuck around and put +2 on steal or something like that to get interceptor on Hoff. But either way, you know what I'm saying, we'll definitely be able to put hella motherfuckers in the rim at a very high and elite level. Standing dunk is gonna stay at a 45 because I think that's what I did. Yeah, I think it's like 45 or 46, something like that. Post control, I'm not adding any posts on here. That other Joe Knows build that I made and showed y'all gameplay on it, I never really too much played out the post. You know what I'm saying? Only time I ever did a post spin was like a bailout situation, and all I do is post fades anyway. And you don't necessarily need to have all these damn batteries to do a post fade, bro. I play on so many builds that don't have post control or any post fade, nothing, and I just be hitting. As long as I got a high mid range, Hall of Fame shooting badges, that's all I need, bro. So yeah, there's just that on that though, man. As far as finishing, this is what it is. Just +5 to the drive and dunk, 93 drive and dunk. Close shot, all that's gonna be put up with other stats. So let's go ahead and move on to the shooting. All right, y'all boys, so far as shooting, we need all Hall of Fame legend shooting badges on this 6'8 build, so we're gonna go with a 91 on the midi and add our first +5 here out of our 15. That's going to get us to 96. Have all Hoff shooting badges. We will be specializing shooting on this build as well. We're going to be using a +2 on our shifty shooter. We'll be using a +1 on the set shot and shit like that, and dead eye, so we can get all of our badges and shit like that on Hall of Fame. And then as far as 3, we're going to go with a 90 on the 3, so we can get our deep bomber take. Silver limitless range, we also will be using a +1 to get it to gold. I don't really think we need Hoff on this build. You know what I'm saying? We don't need Hoff. we just gonna get that joint to go. But matter of fact, that is actually on half. That is on half. We use a +2 on half. Anything else is a +1. Yep, that's what it is. Free throw, I went all the way to 89 on the free throw on this build for 5s. You know, saying decent enough. If you don't play 5s, take the free throw off, add them points elsewhere. But for our shooting, we got all legend shooting badges, really, and that's all we need. Hall of Fame and legend shooting badges, bro, on the 6'8". Unstoppable, bro. With legend posterizer, come on, fool. Offensive dominant. We just be dominating everything on the offensive end. You know what I'm saying? And y'all will see gameplay on this build very soon. I'm already cooking up, and I'm not gonna do what I did with that clay build and show y'all gameplay at the end, because I just need to show y'all. I'm trying to get hella gameplay for this build so y'all can see the full potential and everything you can do on this build. And at the moment, I don't even have my block and everything where it need to be at the moment. So yeah, I'm just not even gonna show no gameplay yet. I'm gonna wait until I get everything. But shooting, man, this is what it is. Now let's go to move on to playmaking. Alright, y'all boys, so far as playmaking, all point guards should have 85 pass accuracy at base model, especially if you play 5s. If you don't play 5s, then you could definitely change this playmaking around. But I wanted to add 85 pass. I need all my gold passing badges, shit like that. Ball handle, we not doing the cheese or ball handle shit, you know what I'm saying? We just gonna go with an 86 ball handle, all silver playmaking badges. Same thing with our speed with ball, we just gonna max it out at 80. So when we use our takeover, we're just gonna be using a +15 on our takeover, and it's gonna give us a 95 speed with ball and on 6'8 build with all legend shooting badges and legend posterizer. Come on, fool, with D-bomber take. Come on, man. This build is just unguardable, fool. It's just unguardable, fool. But now that's pretty much the playmaking, man. If you have your playmaking specialization done as well, I believe you could fuck around and specialize here, because we will be using some of the caps into our perimeter defense. So if you do have this category done, then you definitely could, you know what I'm saying, use your caps here, but just put them joints onto your strength, which we'll get to that in a second when y'all see this cap breaker screen. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it for as playmaking. Now let's go to move on to the defense. Alright, bro, so far as interior, we just gonna rock out a 60 so we can get our paint patrol on bronze. Perimeter defense, we're going to go with an 87 at base model, and we will be adding 5 here just to get to a 92 to get all gold defensive badges. You know what I'm saying? And movement enforcer, all that's gonna be on gold. We just need all gold defensive badges. Now, the reason I didn't go 95 prim, even though I had the ability to do that, I don't necessarily think I need to have challenger higher than gold. You know what I'm saying? Especially when I'm going to be jumping majority of the time on perimeter. Now that I think about it, I probably could have just went 81 like Joe did, because I do be jumping to get contests. But hey, man, it is what it is. It's cool to have it on gold. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted all gold fucking defensive badges, you know. So yeah, that's just that on that. And then steel, I'm going to go with a 73 on the steel, so we can get the interceptor on silver. And to actually get hella lane steals, having interceptor on half or more allows you to get a lot of them steals, bro. So if I don't want to use posterizer on legend, you know what I'm saying, just keep that joint on gold, then I might fuck around and go half interceptor with my +2, you know what I'm saying. And then to finish off the build, I believe the rest of these points is going to go to my block. And we not really adding a rebounding on this build, but I do see this cap breaker screen. We do have the ability to add a little bit of rebounding on this build to actually play either 1v1 court or 3s, 2s, whatever, you know what I'm saying. But let me back out real quick to see where the rest of these points went. Alright, y'all boys, yeah, the last little point just went to the standard dunk. So yeah, man, this is the final version of the build. Hopefully y'all fucking with it. But let me show y'all this cap breaker screen real quick. Alright, as y'all see, I put my first 5 onto my driver dunk, next 5 to my mid range, and next 5 to the perimeter. And next thing I'm working on is my block. You know what I'm saying? And I am 80% away from hitting vet 2. You know what I'm saying? I'm at 80% right now on the dot. Need 20 more percent to get vet 2. That's 3 caps. And then next season is 2 weeks away. That's gonna finish out my block, and it's gonna take my block all the way to a 78 block, so I get my silver high fly denier. I can also use a +1 to get that to gold. And then after that, the next 2 seasons, I can go 2 onto the strength, you know what I'm saying, to get that 72 for brick wall, or I can go 73, you know what I'm saying, to get that strong handles, you know what I'm saying, or I can just fuck around and just put the rest of it onto speed, or even, you know what I'm saying, with all the rest of like my 25 caps, whatever. I could just go all of it to D-board just to add some rebounding to the build. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it. Whatever you see here, you know what I'm saying, you definitely do what you want. Put your caps wherever, or just change the build to make it to your liking. Alright, y'all boys, y'all seen that cap breaker screen. I told y'all what order I would go with all of my caps and shit like that. And y'all did see that you do have the ability to eventually get some rebounding if you would like to do that instead of doing other things. But it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? Make the build how you want it. Remember this is just a template. You know what I'm saying? Use your cap breakers, how you use them, what you got, what you plan on getting, you know what I'm saying? All that, you know. But as far as the build name, two-way combo guard creator, I fuck with that name, bro. That's me. True, that's just me. You know what I'm saying? Even in real life, I'm a 1 and a 2, and on the game I play the exact same way. Especially if I'm with I would prefer to play 2 if I'm ever in a comp setting. You know what I'm saying? I would prefer to play the 2, and I can still be your secondary PG. I still got the IQ, I still got all that, you know what I'm saying? So putting this combo guard in name fits me perfectly, so I fucks with it 100%. And then for our shades, it's not the people I wanted in the shades, but hey, you got Ray Allen, Eddie Jones, can't go wrong with that, you know. And at the bottom right, the build got no weaknesses. You know what I'm saying? Very solid, very solid. 10 out of 10 build. So far, I am cooking on this build. Not even gonna lie to y'all boys, I am going crazy. Even though I don't have my block on the build, when motherfuckers try to dunk on me, bro, I'm still blocking niggas. Like, I'm still blocking niggas with a 45 dunk. Y'all gonna see. Y'all gonna see. I already got clips on it. Y'all gonna see that when I drop that video, bro. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it, man. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. Hopefully y'all like this build. If you do, then let me know down in the comments below. And yeah, man, shit, go ahead and like this video. Get this video 10, 20 likes on the video. That'd be very appreciated. You know what I'm saying? If you're new here, go to subscribe. Help your boy get to 5,000 subs. Share the video. Turn your post notifications on so y'all boys be notified whenever I post a video. And so my video get pushed out to the YouTube recommended so everybody can see this new Demi 6.8 build, you know? But yeah, man, with that being said, I'm out of here. Catch y'all boys in the next video.